there are challenges for these district level elections. And I want to say one of the major challenges are one, turnout. We've been worried about the turnout. And so far, the highest turnout that we had was in the 1998 DLE, district level election, which came out to about 41.6%. All other elections have been below 40%. The issue came up that in parliamentary elections, some of the parliamentarians are able to get not less than 5 people going to house, whipping up the enthusiasm to the voters. Come out and vote. Not only come out and vote, but come out and vote for me. So in this way, it's bringing up the number. Yes.
Could some support coming from DOG help to push some level of interest, that is people contesting, that is moving some of these resources to that level?
Absolutely. You've just hit the nail right on the head. There are some NGOs or groups which support certain groups, okay? But the other issue is that as a result of the amendment to Act 473 by Act 801, they incorporated in that act that if there is any support, either in kind or in cash, by an organization which is non-political, that support should be routed through the commission for the commission to organize a platform, a common platform for all the candidates in the electoral to present themselves. Some organizations are worried. Now, our women want to contest. They have challenges with resources. What are you doing?
What's the female participation so far?
Well, not very encouraging. To give you some statistics, when I look at the assembly elections, we have about 5.6, let's talk about 6% of women contesting the district assembly elections. And you are talking about 94% men, which the balance is not so encouraging.
You're talking about some investment that people who are not political, organizations that are not political, yes, could give to the commission to promote this kind of elections that are coming up.
Yes, the support came, and in fact, it's CODIO which started. What about filing their nominations? Okay, because some of the women candidates have been talking to me whenever they meet, and the people say, "Oh, madam, are you going to contest the district level election?" I say, "Yes." "Hey, do you have money?" So it's not a matter of money. I'm going to contest on my individual merit. But the women say, in reality, they've been thinking about that. Even the movement to talk to people, we need resources. So what are you doing? So the commission is trying to put up all these things to see how best the commission will bring up a recommendation so that some weaker candidates could be supported either in kind or in cash to enable them, file their nomination. This time we make sure every polling station has a tactile ballot. Should it be even one visually challenged person, the facility is there.
This district level elections, exactly what are you doing differently to cut out some of these critics of the Electoral Commission?
We've learned a lesson from that. And if you remember, in 2012, we had 1 BVD per polling station. And the instruction was that after 4 hours, the people should change the battery. Unfortunately, this message didn't go down well to our operatives. As a result of this, we are looking ahead for 2016, which, as you said, we don't want a situation where somebody will raise the red flag. So what are we doing? We need to test the procedure that we're going to try to apply in 2016 now. So what we are doing is, the first thing that we did with the BVDs is to upgrade and expand them. Okay? And two, to make sure that we provide 2 BVDs per polling station. Okay? So now you have 2 BVDs there already. And then 3, the threshold. That is the number of people coming to a point to vote. Sometimes we used to have 1,200, 1,500. Now we don't want to go more than 800. Here you are, about 800 voters, and we have 2 BVDs. So first of all, let us try it now, and finally, get the parties involved.
Your brave-hearted boss would have retired by the time we go to the polls, and it would be left with basically you and your colleagues. What is the strategy?
I don't know. It's true. My boss will be 70 around June, and that is his full tenure, and the law allows that. We don't know what is going to happen. So far, it's a prerogative of the President. Council of State normally come in, and it is on the advice of the Council of State that the President does the appointment. Yeah.
Dr. Akwete from IDEG has been making a couple of interventions and saying that each electioneering year we've had a lot of tension, and 2016 will have more tension if certain reforms are not adhered to. He's looking at Article 290, and then he's also looking at us going for elections when it comes to district chief executives. Exactly what are some of the other proposals that have come, and for which Electoral Commission will back it and say, look, it's something that we should consider?
There have been a lot of talks about reforms by the Supreme Court, justices. The Commission is not implementing, doing anything about that. We're very much surprised. What are these reforms recommended by the Supreme Court justices? We look at them, and almost all of them, none of them relate to structural changes. They are all administrative. Okay? And to mention a few, Justice Atubuga was talking about the voters' register should be made in good time and distributed to all registered political parties. This was administrative. And he also said there should be an, supplementary register to cater for exigencies. Then Justice Dochi talked about the caliber of people that we need to employ in our work. We need to look at that. This is administrative. But he went further to talk about customizing the so-called pink sheet. When I say pink sheet, it's declaration of result form, in such a way that when you pick a pink sheet, looking at the number, this is the polling station, this is the constituency, etc., etc. And before then, we have received recommendations from various civil society organizations, like that of Doc Akuti, and we've received recommendations from all registered political parties, even individuals, and the Commission has made it into a whole book. Okay? So this has gone to the Reform Committee that was inaugurated by my chairman. And one of my colleagues, the deputy chair FNA, she is the chairperson of that committee. We have representatives from all registered political parties.
How soon are the recommendations expected, and for which we would probably as a country would have to budget for the coming election?
Yes, it will soon come out. It was inaugurated on 23rd. And looking at the terms of reference, our chairman mentioned within 3 months, they should be able to come out with their report.
What was your demeanor during 2012? Were you taking coffee? Were you taking a smoke? Or were you just nervous?
I wasn't only listening, but my sister, part and parcel of the whole process. And, no, not very much nervous, but I was praying hard to be very alert and proactive. honestly, because I was looking at the figures critically as they trickle in, okay? And I tried to link up between the so-called operation room, where the results were coming, and the last point, where after the result had gone to my chairman, before they were keyed in into the system for us to get the final result. Okay? It's like I was trying to put an eagle eye on the figures, make sure that things are correct, and whatever was coming out, it's agreed by all the members of the political parties in the so-called operations room.
Do you vote?
I would say yes, I vote because I'm a registered voter. But sometimes, my sister, I tell you, I even forgot that, have I voted or not? Because I'll be moving, first of all, during the day to the various centers.